up रही है.
Yes. Okay. Starts.
Okay. Okay. So good afternoon. There was a technical problem, so we are going to retake once again the problem. Right. So we are in tutorial sheet number 5. Let us discuss tutorial sheet number 5, problem number 1 and 2. So for problem number 1 and 2, look carefully. The degrees of freedom is 1. Right. So I need only one equation. So if you are going to use the principle of determinism, that means if you are going to cut it over here, then you have to take T1 and T2, and after that you have to substitute T1 and T2 and get the answer. But I don't need this kind of thing. What I need is that I need a state path. So the state path is either you can use ddt of t plus v is equal to 0, or you can use Lagrange's equation, or you can use principle of virtual law. So I am defining disk A and disk B as MA, RA and theta, the displacement theta, MB, RB and the displacement phi. So over here, look carefully that the bed is being moved by the same amount. So RA theta, or it is being acted by the same amount. So RA theta is equal to RB phi. And subsequently I took the derivative. Now if I am going to use the total kinetic energy, then I am going to get half that the inertia times theta dot k square, half the inertia phi dot k square, minus m theta is the potential energy, minus of work done. This is what is your work done by the external moment, and so the potential is minus m theta. So this is what is my total energy. Now you look carefully, RB k square phi dot k square. You just look into this term, RB k square and phi dot k square. So it is going to be RA k square theta dot k square. That is what I have done, and I have substituted over here. So I got the total energy as this. Now I am going to differentiate it and make it to 0. So that is what I have done. I have differentiated it, and I got theta double dot, the angular acceleration, as twice m divided by ma plus mb ra ka whole square. Okay, so you put the values, numerical values, and get the answer. And similarly for phi double dot, what you are going to do is that ra by rb theta double dot you are going to get. Now similarly for the problem number 2, you are considering two friction wheel or the gear drive. Over here at the contact point, the linear velocities are going to be the same. So the constant relationship is this. This is what is my constant relationship, and I'll be using the same concept, and I'm going to get this. The same mathematical form of it. Okay. So just use of ddt of t plus b is equal to 0 or Lagrange's equation, whatever, you are going to get the answer. Now you come to problem number 3. Problem number 3 is talking about a cyclist is just taking a incline path, and simultaneously he is putting the brake. So there is a chance that he is going to topple. So to get that condition, you have to take the moment with respect to a point. So it is simple. Now you come to problem number 4. So problem number 4 is talking about is that it's a massless ring, and on this massless ring it is moving 1.5 revolution along the incline, and this is what is the shape it is going to come. So the mass is concentrated over here and over here. Right. So as it is a degrees of freedom is equal to 1. So I need only one equation. I don't need more than equations. So I am not going to use principle of determinism. What I am going to use is that T1 V1 is equal to T2 P2. Now at this position, this part is going to be what? It is at rest. So the kinetic energy is going to be 0. Now with respect to this position, if I am going to derive the potential energy, then what I am going to get? I can make V1 is equal to 0. So it is going to start at one position with 0 energy it is going to come to the second position with certain amount of energy, and that energy is to be preserved. So over here, what I am going to do is that, as you understand that C point is the instantaneous center of rotation. So what I can confidently do is that I can consider the entire motion as the rotational motion. So I am going to write the kinetic energy as half I of C omega square, and that is what I have written. So as such, it is going to have the translational kinetic energy plus the rotational kinetic energy. So that part will be coming, it is just representing the same thing as that of, to consider the only rotational motion with respect to instantaneous center of rotation. Okay? Now you look carefully that this part I have just drawn a line of center points. So this is what is my center point. Now with respect to the center point, it is being moved down by L by 2 cos theta amount. This is also being moved down by L by 2 cos theta amount. So you are going to get the potential change as twice L by 2 cos theta. At the same time, this center line, this is my reference line, and this reference line is being dipped by 3 pi L sin theta. Now you just go for the simple manipulation. What you are going to get? IC is equal to, as it is a slender rod, so it is 1 by 12 ml square is the Ig. IC is going to be, this is what is my L by 2 distance. So m L by 2 ka square. Now you look what it is talking about. Half ml square, 1 by 12 ml square omega square is what? Half Ig omega square. That is the rotational kinetic energy, and ml by 2 ka whole square omega square, or rather L by 2 omega is the translational velocity of this. L by 2 omega is the translational velocity of this center point. So essentially you are going to get the same kinetic energy even if you are going to consider with respect to instantaneous center of rotation. This is what is very interesting point of instantaneous center of rotation, right? Whatever we have assumed, what that with respect to the instantaneous center of rotation, we can consider the entire motion is nothing but a rotational motion, and naturally it is going to have the only rotational kinetic energy, and that is what I have written. That is what I have written. Now you look, if you just follow this simple idea, you are going to get the desired result, right? Now similar way, we can solve problem number 11 as well. So for problem number 11, look, problem number 11, for the problem number 11, you have a circular path, and on this a cylinder is going to rotate. And let's say this is what is the thing, and you are going to get a position at, let's say, has moved by a small amount of, or rather a angle theta. So the degrees of freedom is equal to 1. I need only one equation. So as per my practice, I am going to use ddt of t plus v is equal to 0. Now what is going to be the kinetic energy? So for the kinetic energy, let's say it is at the center point G. Let's say it is at the center point G point. So velocity of G point is going to be the same with respect to that. So what I am going to do is r minus r theta dot is equal to r times omega. That is what we have discussed in the kinematics chapter. Sure? So what we are going to get now next? What we are going to get? We are going to get half IC. Let's say this is what is my contact point. Half IC omega square plus V. What is going to be the V? Half IC omega square. This is what is my T plus V. What is going to be the V? V is going to be, yes, tell me. So this is what is R plus. So what is going to be the V? V is going to be M G R minus R times 1 minus cos theta. Because if you are going to take this as, or rather this as reference point, it has been moved by 1 minus cos theta, that much amount. Now what is IC? So this is what is your T plus V. Now what is IC? IC, it is going to be considered as a disk, a uniform cylinder, yeah, half m r square. So it is going to be half m r square plus m r square and omega square plus mg r minus r 1 minus cos theta is equal to T plus V. Now you are going to get T by 4. So this is going to lead to the T by 4. Yeah, T by 4 and I think m r square omega square. Now what is r square omega square is r minus r theta dot. And you are going to get in terms of theta. So you just take the derivative and you are going to get the detailed result as yeah, I have got theta double dot plus twice g sin theta by 3 into r minus r is going to be 0. So this is what is your equation of motion. Now you understand that if you are going to make theta is equal to small, then what is the frequency for theta is pretty small? Then you are going to get the omega or the frequency. I am not going to use omega. Square root of twice g by 3 r minus r radian per second. Okay, this is what is the frequency of oscillation. That means it is going to undergo the oscillation with the value of square root of twice g by 3 r minus r radian per second. But if you are going to make this curvature different, then the entire thing is going to change. So you can use the same principle, ddt of t plus b is equal to 0, and if you just change the curvature, if I are going to change the curvature, you are going to get an equation which is over there, it is going to be minus. And as you understand that from your inverted pendulum example and other things, you know that this system is unstable. Okay? So you look carefully that with the concept of degrees of freedom, in this tutorial problem we have solved 1, 2, 4 and problem number 11. Even I can use problem number 9. Okay, problem number 9 as well. 9 as well. Okay, there are many problems we can solve. Okay, so tomorrow is Bihar election day and we cannot record, but on Wednesday I am going to record 2-3 simultaneous such that we can finish our syllabus within this week only, the recording portion. And the next part, whatever the recording rest portions will be there, will be taken care of. Okay, thank you for your patience.